More cushion, more rebound. Each style includes maximum Ultra Go cushioning, Skechers air-cooled Gogamat insoles, and rubber outsole contact points for added traction and durability. Get more with the Skechers Max Cushioning Collection.
Is Olay better than your clean beauty? Olay has 99% pure niacinamide. It's derm tested, and now it's cleanest formula with hydration that beats the $400 cream. Tried, tested, never bested. Shop at Olay.com.
Oh boy, we're back here again. The great bathing debate rages on. Remember, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis started the whole thing when Ashton said they only wash their kids when you can see the dirt on them.
Yeah, and so now they're making it full circle, poking fun at themselves.
What's going on?
We're bathing our children.
That's like the 4th time this week. 4 times this week.
It's too much.
Happening now.
The murder of a 25-year-old man more than a month ago is still unsolved. Coming up, a mother and her search for answers. And as the COVID-19 Delta variant sweeps across the country, the death toll again rising. Coming up, why those who are fully vaccinated will likely need to get a booster shot.
Yes, it's been hot and humid over the last few days, but a lucky few will get a shot at some rain over the weekend. I'll have a look at the forecast coming up. The News at 5 starts right now.
And we begin with breaking news, a scary situation that thankfully wasn't worse. A second grader found with a gun on school grounds. A spokeswoman with San Antonio ISD says the discovery made this morning at JT Brackenridge Elementary.
The student notified a teacher that a student had a gun in their backpack. The teacher secured that gun, and SAISD police are investigating. The district says, quote, it does not appear the young student had any ill intentions, and disciplinary action has been taken. San Antonio Police Department asking for you to be on the lookout for this lady, 79-year-old Rita Morales Sanchez, last seen today in the 100 block of Yucca Street.
She was last seen wearing all black with black socks and no shoes. SAPD says Morales Sanchez has a medical condition which requires a doctor's care. If you have any information on her whereabouts, call the Missing Persons Unit at 210-207-7660. A 25-year-old man will never have the chance to meet his newborn son after he was gunned down in his West Side apartment more than a month ago. That man was Raymond Ray Sneed.
Crime Stoppers has put a reward out for his suspected killer, but his mother is telling our Daphne Gray she will never forgive the person responsible.
This precious baby boy you see here is Bishop Rayshawn Sneed. He was born 2 days ago, but sadly he has to grow up without his father, 25-year-old Raymond Sneed, who also went by Ray.
How did I go from planning a baby shower to actually burying my son?
Ray's mother, Tamika Lee, devastated after learning Ray was shot and killed in his apartment at the Alamo Estates on Mid-Crown Drive, July 1st.
I kept begging, please let me see him. Let me see that it's my baby. Hoping that maybe he lent his apartment out to someone else, but it couldn't be my baby.
San Antonio police say witnesses identified a woman leaving the location at the time of the shooting, which happened around 4 p.m.
I don't need to know why, because there's no reason. I just need to know who.
Lee says her son was friendly and was a hard worker.
Everything he did, he operated from the heart.
He was also goofy and found ways to make others laugh and smile.
And I said, what are the flowers for? And he said, to get the smile I just got from you, Mama.
Ray was also passionate about culinary arts.
Everything was a presentation. You couldn't have a regular hot dog.
Before the shooting, Ray planned to move out of his apartment to find a better environment for his girlfriend and Bishop. Now his family is left with only memories.
The only thing that I can thank the cowards for is all my son knows he woke up in heaven.
Again, San Antonio police say the only information that they have is that witnesses identified a woman leaving this location. They're asking anyone with any information about this investigation to call Crime Stoppers. That number is 210-224-STOP. Daphne Gray, KSAT 12 News.
A car crash leads to a double fatal shooting. Right now, we're working to learn the names of two people who died in that shootout. It happened around 10 last night. We had it on the night beat. It was in the 400 block of Hazel Street on the city's west side after a 28-year-old woman crashed into a parked car. San Antonio police say after that crash, that woman got violent with neighbors who came out to check on her. She actually opened fire, fatally striking the owner of the car she hit and critically injuring an 18-year-old woman.
During the shooting, a neighbor from a nearby residence intervenes, comes to the aid of the victims, opens fire on our suspect, striking her multiple times.
The woman who crashed and fired the initial shots died at the scene. The neighbor who shot her will likely not face charges. However, SAPD is still investigating.
The San Antonio Fire Department investigating a house fire on the east side. Fire crews called out around 8:30 this morning to a home in the 300 block of South Olive Street. They say that the flames started outside of the home but then spread up into the attic. 4 people were inside, including one man who says he woke up to the smell of smoke. Danny Garcia told our crews that when he opened the front door, he saw there was a burning bag on the porch. He says he threw water on that fire to put it out, but instead he heard an explosion. It's unclear what was in that bag or what caused the fire. No one was hurt. The Red Cross is stepping in to help the family. Right now across the country, cases, hospitalizations, and deaths, all from COVID-19, are all on the rise.
This as only half of eligible Americans are fully vaccinated.
And as Britt Conway reports, some of those people who are fully vaccinated may need to roll up their sleeves yet again.
The protection from the vaccine is more important than ever.
And more people are getting vaccinated now, about 500,000 a day. 22 states have fully vaccinated more than half of their residents. But what about third doses and boosters? First of all, let's look at the slight difference. Additional doses would be for the immunocompromised who did not have a good initial response to vaccination. Boosters would be for people who did have a good response, but its effectiveness is waning. Sources say the FDA is expected to authorize a third dose for the immunocompromised by the end of the week.
They often didn't generate enough antibodies even in the first place, so they didn't get the full protection.
The CDC estimates about 9 million Americans are immunocompromised, and a Johns Hopkins study found they're 485 times more likely to end up in the hospital or die from COVID, even if they're vaccinated. Right now, authorization of another dose is just for people who got Pfizer or Moderna. Studies on Johnson & Johnson are still in the works. And boosters for generally healthy people also still in the works.
We've been looking for evidence that immunity is waning and that breakthrough infections, especially hospitalizations and deaths, may be going up.
And based on trends in the data, medical experts say widespread boosters are likely at some point.
What we are trying to figure out right now is the right timing.
Something the CDC is set to talk about Friday. I'm Britt Conway reporting.
A local school district giving parents who are worried about their child's safety during the pandemic some new options. Northeast ISD says that they are launching a virtual learning bridge program for students in kindergarten through 6th grade who must stay at home. The program available to students who are immunocompromised or live with family members who have that same condition. Applications, though, are due by August 20th. To apply, just go to neisd.net.
On Saturday, a local church will host a back-to-school bash, giving away school supplies as children head back to the classroom. But that won't be the only thing given away at the event. The group has enlisted the help of the National Guard to give out 1,000 shots of the Pfizer vaccine.
All you have to do is show up, get a shot. I mean, we're trying to save lives here, and we're giving it for free. So come on out, get a shot, come back the second time, get a shot, and you don't have to worry about, your family preparing for your funeral.
The 16th annual Back to School Bash, hosted by Gospel Vision Ministries, will be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. this Saturday at Comanche Park, number 3. 600 backpacks and veggie bags will also be handed out for free. There will be several guest speakers at the event, including Mayor Ron Nirenberg. Your child must be present to get the free backpack. For more information, just call the phone number on your screen. Right there, 210-777-1463.
For the first time in history, the city budget will be surpassing $3 billion, investing in public health to adding street lights. Many of the projects are on the table. City Manager Eric Walsh presented the proposed budget to Mayor Ron Durenberg and the City Council this morning. More than $1 billion will be used for basic city services like police, fire, streets, and parks. Another billion will go to solid waste, grants, and hotel occupancy tax. And $4 million will be put toward addressing domestic violence and mental health. Tonight at 6, we hear from council members about the issues that they are most interested in.
Well, we definitely have had a toasty day here across San Antonio, but believe it or not, there are some showers on the radar. We'll have a look at that in a bit. But first, let's take a look at the current conditions. 94 degrees outside right now. It feels, though, like 100. We've got south winds at about 10 miles per hour. Weather watchers clocking in at 98 in Del Rio, 92 in Seguin, 92 in Leon Springs, and 95 in Schertz. Closer view around Bexar County in the metro area. It's 95 at Universal City and 91 in Bernie. As I mentioned, there are some showers on the radar south of San Antonio. We'll have a look at that radar and when we can expect rainfall here in San Antonio in just a bit. But for now, let's go ahead and check in on the roads with your traffic authority, Samuel King.
Very much, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. We have a situation out on Highway 90. This view looks okay, 90 at 410, but we're talking about west of Loop 1604 where construction is causing some backups. We actually have some video of that from Sky 12. Now, this is out between Loop 1604 and the Medina County line. TxDOT crews have been out there all week doing some paving and milling work, so traffic off and on has been down to one lane westbound. And if we take a look at the maps in the situation, we can look at the situation out there right now, actually, as we head over here to the traffic wall. So here's where it is. It was scheduled till 5 o'clock today, according to TxDOT, but still seeing some delays out there. So this is what that's doing here. Travel time between Loop 1604 and Castroville, 19 minutes westbound, only 10 minutes eastbound, and then heading into town once you're inside 1604, still seeing that delay, 26 minutes now from 35 to 1604. So that's something to watch out for, and we'll have it again tomorrow. We'll keep an eye on things throughout the evening. Steve and Ursula.
Thank you, Samuel. This summer was expected to be the comeback season for travel. The pandemic appears to be changing that.
As ABC's Morgan Norwood reports, despite the vaccine, the surge in COVID-19 cases triggering new signs of a summer travel slowdown.
With vaccines in arms and soaring airline passenger numbers during the past few months, a semi-normal summer travel season seemed almost certain, but now new signs of potential travel trouble as the Delta variant dominates the caseload across the country. TSA reporting it screened the lowest number of travelers in almost 2 months on Tuesday, and Southwest saying it's seeing more cancellations. Overall, experts say the demand is weakening for domestic flights and dropping for international.
Demand for searches for international flights is down about 12% since mid-July, and we're expecting domestic airfare to continue dropping maybe another 10% going into September.
And the drop trickles down to ticket prices, with the average round-trip price discounted by about $30. Despite the deals, there are signs of hesitation among travelers. Ingrid Gonzalez canceled her trip from Florida to California to see her nephews.
It's unfortunate that we're going to have to almost essentially lose another year of family reunions and memories, but the most prudent thing for the sake of my nephews who are both under 12 and can't get vaccinated themselves would be to hold off on any travel.
Medical experts say it's not that you can't travel, it's about being aware.
Really be careful if you've been somewhere where there's high rates of transmission, that you're careful around people that you come home to that may be vulnerable.
The CDC is adding several countries to the list of high-risk travel destinations. Those nations include France, Israel, Thailand, and Iceland. The CDC advises against all international travel, even if you are fully vaccinated. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Whether you're storing dry foods for snacks or frozen meals for the family, a vacuum sealer can keep your foods fresh and may just save you money. Up next, a 12 on your side breakdown of which ones work best. New at 5, how about saving some money in the kitchen? Whether it's fresh fruits and veggies, meats you buy in bulk or just leftovers, they're going to last longer if you put them in the freezer. And if you use a vacuum sealer, They'll stay fresher longer. 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz on which ones work best.
Frugal shoppers, bulk buyers, home gardeners, and nutritionists all know the benefits of a well-stocked freezer.
Keeping my freezer stocked with whole foods like seafood, fruits, veggies, and grains is key to a healthy diet.
Amy Keating's secret weapon?
Vacuum sealers help maintain the quality of frozen foods by limiting exposure to air. And maintaining the quality of your food reduces waste.
So Consumer Reports tested 7 vacuum sealers ranging from $60 to $180. They work by removing the air from the bag, then fusing the top along the heating strip to create an airtight seal.
We knew from previous testing that vacuum sealing does extend the life of food. So we tested how well they seal dry foods and moist foods, how quickly and quietly they operate, and how easy they are to clean.
All of the vacuum sealers tested were excellent with dry goods, but only 4 were better with liquids like meat marinades. The Food Saver Multi-Use, the Hamilton Beach NutriFresh, the Black & Decker Premium Vacuum Sealer, and the Innova Culinary Vacuum Sealer. If you don't have space for one, you can make do.
Your best bet is to emulate a vacuum sealer. Squeeze as much air as you can out of the plastic storage bag, or better yet, wrap the food in plastic wrap or foil before putting it in the bag.
If you get that frosty freezer burn, no worries. It doesn't make the meat unsafe to eat, but it can change the texture and the taste. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Looking outside with live cam, kind of a ditto day. We were saying cut and paste at noon, but it's just a little mildly different.
Yeah.
Here and there. No Perseid showers tonight.
No Perseids tonight.
Perseids.
That's
So
right.
I can never pronounce that word.
All right, girl. But we do have a little bit of something different out there right now. We've got some showers on the radar, but they are south of San Antonio. Even some thunder showers there. You got to squint to see it like Ursula's doing right now. You look down in Yorktown area near in DeWitt County. You can see those flashes of lightning there. As these are trying to push to the north, they're kind of falling apart. They just don't have enough oomph to stay together. But it is not out of the question that as we head into the later afternoon and early evening hours here, we could see 1 or 2 make it to that I-10 corridor, even up to the I-35 corridor. Hallettsville, Lavaca County, you had a quick splash and dash shower earlier, but as you can see, there really is only a few showers just now entering into Lavaca County. So as I mentioned here in San Antonio, it's not out of the question to see a shower, but it is pretty unlikely. Your chance for rain tonight, only about 10%. And in fact, your chance for rain over the next couple of days, only about 10% as well. So let's take a look at the satellite imagery. Totally sunny skies around San Antonio with just a few puffy cumulus clouds. We do have some of those high thin cirrus that are the blow off from some of those showers and storms near the Gulf at the moment. And so that's why if you look to the south, you may see some cirrus clouds. Meanwhile, totally sunny in Del Rio, sunny in Rock Springs, and sunny in Kerrville. Temperatures out there, it's a scorcher this afternoon, but not as bad as it could be. Our average high this time of year is 97, and we're at 94 right now. 99 in Del Rio, 96 in Pleasanton, and 101 in Cotulla. But watch what happens when I turn on the heat index value. You can see just how hot it feels in New Braunfels. It feels like 102 up there, and it feels like 105 in Pleasanton. So tonight in San Antonio, sun will set at 8:17. Until then, a 10% chance for a stray storm. No severe weather tonight, and in fact, the odds are you will not see any rain tonight. We'll be looking at temperatures falling to near 80 degrees. By midnight, it'll be muggy with some clouds redeveloping by the start of the day tomorrow. A quick check of our weather pattern shows that there are quite a few showers across parts of the desert Southwest. That's good news for them, but we're under the influence of this high pressure system right now. That is a weaker high pressure system. So what it's doing is it's keeping out widespread rain in San Antonio, but it is opening up the possibility for those very isolated showers that could be moving in tomorrow as well from the coast to that I-35 corridor. Again, no widespread rain tomorrow or through Saturday, but as this high moves off to the west and starts to fall apart a bit, it's going to open up the atmosphere by Sunday in the afternoon hours and Monday for some outflow boundaries to fire off some storms. The chance for rain on Sunday is about 40%, but again, it's in the afternoon hours, so most of your weekend will be rain-free. Meanwhile, as you can see, by Sunday afternoon, what will become Tropical Storm Fred could be impacting Florida. Right now, it is pretty much fallen apart from the mountains of Hispaniola, but it is a tropical tropical depression, wind speeds of 35 miles per hour. It's expected to strengthen as it moves into the Gulf of Mexico by Saturday, impacting Florida and parts of the Gulf Coast states through about the early part of next week. Still at this point only forecast to be a tropical storm, but we'll keep you updated. Meanwhile, behind that, there's another system that could strengthen and become a tropical depression or tropical storm very soon, taking a similar track to Fred. So for our Friday tomorrow, morning clouds, plenty of sun though in the afternoon, 10% chance for a stray shower. That 96 will feel more like 100 to 105. And looking into the weekend, 40% chance in the afternoon on Sunday for some storms, a chance on Monday as well. And then we'll have a fairly quiet work week and school week ahead. Just a lot of heat and humidity. Ursula? Steve?
Don't like those heat indexes. Thank you.
All right. Are there concerns in the Cowboys camp?
Well, especially when you hear Dak Prescott say he's going to get another MRI when he gets back to Dallas. Everybody's ears perked up over that one. When we come back, the latest on Dak Prescott, the Cowboys quarterback arm, and Deshaun Watson reduced to fourth string. Coming up.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
Now that Dak Prescott has returned to throwing again, he has revealed he will get another MRI on his throwing shoulder when they return to Dallas following tomorrow night's second preseason game against the Arizona Cardinals. Dak will not play in that game tomorrow. Is shooting for the third preseason game against Houston, but his focus is more towards being ready for the season opener on September the 9th against the defending Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Good. No necessarily residuals, no soreness. Past what we necessarily expect, I guess we can say. Just stand on this track, stand smart about it, and I'm looking forward to continuing to do that, keep stacking more days on top of each other, getting more reps as I go, and as you said, getting to some of these team reps and just continue to progress.
This is hard to believe, but Deshaun Watson is listed as the Houston Texans' fourth quarterback on their depth chart. That's right, fourth behind Tyrod Taylor, Jeff Driscoll, and rookie Davis Mills. He's not even scheduled to travel to Green Bay for the first exhibition game against the Packers on Saturday night. What does a rookie think about playing against one of the greatest teams in NFL history on one of the most historic fields? Will he be able to take it all in before or after the game?
I'll try to, obviously, before or after. I think I'll have a lot on my plate going into it. But yeah, afterwards, I've never been up to Lambeau Field before, so I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I'm looking forward to it.
Our big game coverage previews take us to the campus of Young Men's Leadership Academy at Wheelee, which is home to the Lions. This is just their second season competing at the varsity football level after going just 1-1 overall last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic that included a forfeit. Head coach Tony Green will welcome back all of his starters from last year and will have their first senior class in school history. Among the returning starters are quarterback Alfredo Andrade on offense and Nathaniel Borrego on D-line in the very difficult District 14 4A Division II.
It was really hard because we had COVID right before, and then we only had one game, so our season was real short. But we're ready to get back on the field and have a full season this time, hopefully make it to state.
Coming in this year, we want to play like a year was taken away from us because it was, And so I think coming out here, all of our practices and our summer conditioning have been really strong. I feel like every day I'm getting better with these guys, so I think we're all really excited to start.
All right, the Lions kick off their season on Friday, August 27th at Randolph at 7:30, and 2 weeks from today, first games of big game coverage.
I'm watching those practices, and all I'm thinking is, where's the water station?
Absolutely. Show me the way.
Thanks, Greg.
We'll be right back. Thanks so much for watching the News at 5.
World News is up next. We'll see you back here at 6.